All right, welcome in everybody to the Friday edition of the Monday through Friday 10 a.m. studio training. Hope everyone's had a good, productive week. As always, sending videos, making connections, doing follow-ups, all that fantastic stuff. Hey, Ina.
Hey.
So everybody, we have Ina here from our team. She makes everything go. She's the engine that makes everything go. She knows everything about Dubb. If anybody has any questions during the training today, feel free to pop them in that chat, and Ina will be able to answer them as I'm kind of going through the show here today. If anybody is new to Dubb, please put a one in the chat if you're new. If you're on a free trial, if you just got on a paid plan, but you're new to the platform. You're still working our way around, learning how to record, all that good stuff. If you are in the early processes of Dubb, please put a one in the chat. And if you are returning, please put a two in the chat. Some of the names, obviously, I recognize coming back for more, but popping a two in there would be great if you had the platform for a while and you kind of know your way around. And if you could put a one in there, if we have any new folks in here today, please put a one in that chat. That helps us know if anybody is new. So strong echo. Ina, do I sound okay?
Yeah, sounds
Okay.
fine.
Okay. Martin, I saw your note here, strong echo. Maybe echo of what I'm saying, or maybe you have an echo audio-wise on your end. Maybe try to, Martin, if you can hear me, maybe try to rejoin. Maybe pop out and rejoin. Maybe that'll help. Not sure, but I'm not echoing though, right? You said?
No, no, no.
Okay.
I don't hear the echo.
Anybody else type echo in the chat if I'm echoing for anybody else. Hopefully not, but okay, cool. All right. Look, I don't see any new folks here today, so it's open floor Friday. What do we got? Anybody want to raise their hand? They got a question? Want to share a story with us? What do you got? Anything specifically you want to see? Anybody around the horn in the group here? Not for the AI note takers, for the human beings. Any humans in here that are returners? Anything you'd like to see? If not, we're going to go to the reps to the gym. We're going to go and do our thing. Anything? Anybody? Okay. Well, if you do, as I'm going through here, the basics, as a reminder, just pop the questions in the chat and then we'll answer them as we kind of make our way through. But I think the biggest thing that we always talk about with Dubb, the Dubb Studio recording videos, is this new combination of two worlds that we have. And if you're unaware of this, the team has created Dubb AI. So I'm going to type this into the chat, ai.dubb.com. That's the link in the chat. We do meetings every day at 12:30 p.m. EST, and I'm going to put the registration link in here as well, dubb.com/TAI. So what we do at 12:30 every day, myself, Ina, Ruben, Darius, we do training on Dubb AI. Dubb AI is this new AI agent that the team has created. We've had it for about a month now. And if you're looking to have an AI that doesn't just strategize, doesn't just organize, doesn't just write, but actually does tasks for you, it's pretty amazing. It can update the CRM, it can do lead gen, it can find all that missing gold sitting in the email. Maybe you missed some sales opportunities, it can create assets, and you can do all of this either from an interface right online. You can do it from Slack, the free version of Slack. If you're a big Slackster and you have the communication platform, it lives right in there. And it now has an SMS connection as well. So you could sit, at home and you could have Dubb AI as your new friend inside your SMS, talk to it, and then have it do stuff from there. So we cover that stuff every day at 12:30. That's Dubb AI. This is the Dubb Sales Studio. This is recording, and the combination of both worlds, I'll just share my screen so you can see this, is this right here. Let me share my screen. Is this right here. So in the Dubb dashboard, you're going to notice right over here to the left, we have this drop down right over here. So the drop down will take you between the Dubb Sales Studio right now, the recording area, and the Dubb Sales Agent. So if I click Dubb Sales Agent over here, it's going to take me to my ai.dubb.com dashboard. And this is what we cover at 12:30, the Dubb AI. So if you are not familiar with this and you want an AI that actually does tasks for you, we've had a lot of folks using it so far. They've had some good success. It's pretty awesome. So the link I put in the chat, dubb.com/TAI, you can register for 12:30. Now, this training right here for classic Dubb, the Dubb Studio, the one thing that we always want everyone to do right away, and if you have not done this yet, this is something we're really, really big on, is coming up with your hook. So if you want to type hook in the chat and let us know, do you have a hook when you open your videos? Whether it's prospecting, follow up, is there some kind of hook that you're presenting to someone so they want to click on your video? If you're not doing that, definitely use any kind of AI that you're currently using. You could use, free version of ChatGPT, Grok, Gemini, Claude. You could even use Auto in our Dubb dashboard right here, right inside the Dubb dashboard. You can use Auto right up here at the top. Any one of these AIs. What you want to do is you want to talk to the AI and say, you need a list. You need a list of hooks But the AI has to understand what your industry is first. So if you have not educated your AI tool yet on what you do, your industry, the folks that you're reaching out to, you might want to do that because the follow-up question you're going to have for the AI or the direction or the prompt is once it knows about your industry, you want to tell it, I need a list of 3 to 5 word hooks that I can use. Because that is the most important thing. You need a hook to open your video. And the reason we say 3 to 5 words is because it's short, it's punchy. When you get that list and you like it, then you can decide what kind of video you want to record. But you got to have a hook first. So if you're doing hooks in your videos, feel free to type hook in the chat and let us know that you're doing it. And if you're not, definitely please consider it. Once you have your hook, this is how you're going to implement it in terms of the different styles. So this one right here, this was recorded with the basic webcam. Webcam recorder, Dubb mobile app on my phone, whiteboard where I can type, and this is a very simple thing you can record right from your computer. What's your hook that I have typed on there? Notice that's 3 words. And then notice up here in the subject line, you got 3 to 5 words up here at the top. So this fits really nicely, and you're giving someone a reason to want to click. And as a reminder, when you record Dubb videos and you send them to them, it is a 3 second repeating GIF image. It's going to keep repeating until they click on it. So you got to make this as interesting as you can. Give some context, give that hook, give them a reason to click. Now, when you hit record with Dubb, first 3 seconds is going to repeat. So whatever you're doing in front of the camera for the first 3 seconds, that's what's going to show. You can change it inside the Dubb platform if you want to. You can also upload your own thumbnail as well. But if you're doing this, the animated GIF, have a little bit of movement to it, point, lean in, something to kind of just bring it to life slightly. And again, this is recorded from the webcam, Dubb mobile app on the phone, and you have the ability to type on the whiteboard. This is one of the more straightforward styles that you can do sitting right in front of your camera. Now, you can also do this with the webcam. You can drop a virtual background behind. So if you feel confident enough that the screenshot that you're dropping behind within your industry is enough of a reason to click, then you don't need to hold up the whiteboard if you feel good about that. And if you feel good about that, just a little turn, little come back to the camera, something simple. If you feel it gives enough context, reason, then do it. People's profiles, websites, screenshot of an action someone took, properties in real estate, whatever it is within your industry, just drop it behind. Now, you can do both things. You can have a screenshot behind you. You can have a hook in front, context behind, hook in front. That works really well. So you can do a combination of both of these things. Real estate version always works good because, people can see the property, you can see the property address, but any industry that you're in, whatever that visual is, give a reason in front. And this is all done right from the webcam. In terms of screen recordings, absolutely you can do these. This is a browser-based screen recorder, the Dubb Chrome extension. Just Google Dubb Chrome extension, 3-step process to pin it right up here in the browser. And then you're ready to record and put yourself on top of anything within your browser. Put yourself in a circle, visually walk someone through something. The cool thing about these is you can place yourself in interesting spots when they see the animated preview. I put myself right next to the title. I also have some annotation arrows pointing to the bubble. And look, I have that same messaging we just talked about, that 3 to 5 word hook. I got it right inside the bubble there. So it brings everything together visually, and it gives someone a reason to want to hear your take on what you're trying to show. So screen recordings are really powerful in terms of laying something out in the browser. Dubb Chrome extension. Now we have an out of the browser experience, which is the Dubb desktop app. So the Dubb desktop app is also a screen recorder, but it doesn't have to be within the browser. It can go on top of the browser, but it can also go on top of slide decks, documents, videos, whatever you want. It also has the ability to crop closer in. It has some other cool functions too, but from a big scenario difference between Chrome and desktop, Chrome is browser-based, desktop app is not. But screen recordings are great. Anytime you want to just walk someone through something, it's really, really good. And you also can do mobile recording with the Dubb mobile app. So Dubb app, Dubbapp. You can do something very similar to the webcam that we just saw earlier. Instead of holding up something that has the hook, just type it directly on the screen. You also can do screenshots behind you. So if you want to pop a visual behind you, you can do that. You can put some text on the screen right there. This works, real estate example right here. But again, any industry, context in the back, hook in the front. And then with the mobile app, you also have this, which is our picture-in-picture function. Really, really good for property walkthroughs if you're in real estate. You can show what the property in front of you. You can react to it at the same time. If you're not in real estate, if you're at an event or a conference, kind of record what's going on, narrate it, put it as a social post. You could do it as a newsletter. If you're physically sitting just right in front of your computer, grab your phone, picture in picture on the mobile app, and just lean in when you're trying to show something. That's cool visually. If you're doing any local prospecting with businesses, you're out in front of the business, record the video you talking about the business with the hook, and then send it to the contact email that you have. If you are physically with a client, maybe you're at lunch, they're visiting you at the office, whatever it is, you can have them sit across from you, record a nice video where you're in the left, they're in the middle, and you can ask them questions. And it's a nice little video testimonial that you can record with the picture-in-picture style. So there's a lot of choices in terms of what you can record, the style. You just got to choose the one that's right for you and makes the most sense, and then focus on the tech and the hook. Now, when someone gets the video, they're going to click on it, and it's all about their experience when they land here. We call these in Dubb terms presets, but they're customized landing pages is pretty much what they are, but we call them presets. So when this is set up and someone clicks, this is the experience they're going to get. They're going to see your logo. They're going to see the video you recorded. They're going to see playlist videos that are right over here to the right. These videos will seamlessly run into right after the video that you've recorded. These are great for additional education. They're great to have your pitch video that you record one time, why someone should work with you, minute and a half. That will always play after. Really good for video testimonials if you have those. If you don't have video testimonials, I'll show you a little strategy in 1 second to get those. But this is a nice lineup right here. Additional educational videos, the video you record one time, pitching, yourself and your services, followed by video testimonials. The reason they're really good in a supportive capacity is because these initial videos that you make, you're saying you have a hook. So whatever the hook is, that's what you want to dive into when the video begins. I wouldn't go longer than a minute on these. Get in, get out, have them take an action. Now, the action below is going to be the buttons. So your CTAs, your call to action buttons. Now, if you have multiple buttons down here, I would put them in order of importance from left to right in terms of what you want the person to do. Booking a time in your calendar has been the most popular button over the years, the number one thing that salespeople want. But you can have them visit your site. You can have them email you back. You could have them fill out a form. You could have a link to an external form. You could have them download a document, listing agreement, a contract, maybe a guide. They could leave you a review. They could check out a case study that you have. Lots of opportunities down here for people to take an action. Now, if you do want to collect video testimonials, and we do this a lot, and a lot of Dubb folks have done this over the years, this button right here, reply with video, is really good for that. So what you can do is just record a quick video, just something simple. Have that button below it. Hey, this is Rob. I'm really excited to send you this video. I'm so glad you're enjoying Dubb. We'd love to hear your story and others to hear it as well. All you have to do is click that reply with video button below and let us know what you think about the platform. Or whatever, you would ask within your industry. They send it back to you. You have a notification inside the Dubb platform that you have a video reply, and then you just make it part of the playlist. And that's the power of this experience right here. Now, over here on this side, over the right, you have your AI assistant. This is called SIA, your Sales Interactive Assistant. And SIA is great because SIA can handle real-time questions right down here. You can have your FAQs right over here to the right. They can type a direct question to SIA, and then SIA is going to want to keep the momentum going here. So it's going to give the answer, but then it's going to push for your desired outcome. Your lead CTA over here. Well, for me, it's booking a time in my calendar, but whatever you want, that's what SIA is going to push for. And SIA can be created and educated inside your Dubb account in your Dubb dashboard on the left navigation, where you can give it individual website links, the pages. It will physically learn what's on those different website link pages. And you can also upload a PDF as well. So you can do one or the other, or you can do both. And SIA will be well equipped to handle anything that gets thrown SIA's way. Now, the pages themselves, these preset landing pages, definitely set up different pages for different parts of your audience. If there's any kind of split, if I was in insurance and I did life and I did auto, have the split there. Mortgage, FHA, veteran loans, splits. Coaching, consulting, different industries. Finance, maybe investment and then something else. Real estate, buyers, sellers, FSBOs, expireds. Recruitment, employers, candidates. There's all kinds of splits within every industry. And I would set up a different preset landing page for those different folks. So it feels like you're speaking right to them, and that's worked really well over the years. When you go from a free trial to a paid plan with Dubb, Pro or Pro Plus, the first thing the team does is they meet you in Zoom for an optimization setup. They will help you set up the buttons, the pages, the logo, so you're ready to go right out of the gate. If you ever want feedback from us on the team, all you have to do is email a video to feedback@Dubb. We'll drop that email in the chat, and you can send us your video and we can give you feedback. All of this is tracked as well. So when you send these out, you're going to have activity reporting. Did someone open the video? Did they watch it? What's the watch percentage? Did they click on any of the buttons? All of that helps you follow up, obviously, in a very accurate way because you know what they've done. And that's one of the biggest things with these. Now, for recording, if we're going to record these, how do we record? How do we record a video that looks like this from our webcam? So inside the Dubb dashboard, right at the top, big red button, you can't miss it, create video, right up here. Click that there. That's going to access your webcam. When you're here, if you want to drop a virtual background behind you, just go below, select that virtual background button, go to the Your Photos tab that you see right there, and this is where you're going to upload all those different screenshots that are industry based that we talked about earlier. Creates a little library for you, and then you have a bunch of choices in here. They're all stored in here. So just select the one that you want, and it's going to put it behind you, and there you go. And then just make sure you have a good ring light, natural light, whatever you have in front of you to really light up the front. If you are speaking with your hands, I would keep them right in front of your shoulders. I wouldn't go out into the soup a little bit. I would keep them right in here. And if you want to get the whiteboard that you saw me holding up earlier with the hook, you need the Dubb mobile app. So it's Dubb-app, Dubb app. And when you have the Dubb mobile app, this is the home area right there. And the button you're going to want to press is this one, the little square button right in the right-hand corner at the top, the little person. When you select it, now you can type. And all I did before was I just typed the hook. You type it, you turn it. And that's all you have to do, just like this. Nice and simple. And then if you want to do both together, just add the virtual background, bring in the hook, and you got the whole thing, just like this. Now, if you want to use a virtual, not a virtual background, if you want to use a teleprompter, we have a teleprompter across all of the tech. So all you need to use a teleprompter with Dubb is you need to have a script saved inside the Dubb platform first. You can click right above your head in this example here. You can go right to scripting. So it says create new script at the top. If I click that, it's going to bring me inside the platform and I can copy and paste a script in there. I can also select a script right in here, or I can type a script just like this. There we go. And it'll pop the teleprompter down. So here's going to be the speed, up or down, play button to make sure that you're okay with the speed and you're comfortable with it. Make the text smaller, make the text bigger. And if you ever want to do some real-time editing of the script when you're reading it, hit the pencil icon there, make your changes, and then click save. So once you get used to using a teleprompter, it's pretty awesome in terms of efficiency and messaging. So to record, I'm going to pull this up in here. I'm going to hit the record button right in the middle of the screen, and it would be like this. Hi, this is Rob from Dubb. We are the sales operating system. We use video, automation, and contact management to create connections, conversations, and then conversions. Pause buttons right down here at the bottom to the left. If you want to stop the recording, stop the teleprompter, you can do that. Take a break. Hit that same button and it's going to resume it, teleprompter and script in the recording. If you want to delete this video, it is the red X, but it will ask you, are you sure you want to do that? And if you do want to close the teleprompter, all you have to do is tap this little button here. It's going to close it. And when you want to save this video into the Dubb platform, you're going to hit the check mark, which is right here. So once we hit the check mark, now it's going to land us inside the Dubb platform. We'll always land on the video edit page inside of Dubb. And this is where you can do a number of things. But I'm just going to point out a couple of important things that kind of lead the pack in terms of what you want to be aware of. So when you save a video inside Dubb, you can immediately edit the title internally right up here at the top. So if I want to change it, I can change it to whatever title I want to change it to. Just make sure you hit the check mark when you're done, and it will save it. And if you want to preview what the video looks like that you recorded on a preset landing page, all you have to do is come right over here to the right. There's a little square with an arrow button right here. Click that there. It's going to open up a new tab, and you can preview the video that you recorded. Here's the landing page. Videos, buttons, AI, logos, you can preview it all. Now, if you want to change it to a different preset landing page background, you're like, you know what? I want to change it. We have a little drop down right here. And if you have already created your preset landing pages, then you can just pick the one you want. And with one click, if you click another landing page, it will change everything about that background. We also have the ability to download the MP4 version of any video that you save into the platform. So if you want the MP4 file, just click MP4 and you'll download it. Every Dubb video has a QR code. So if you select this one here, this is where you can share it in a bunch of different places. Physical mail, door hanger stuff is great. If you're at an event or a conference, you could have a placard sitting right on the counter. If you're doing an open house, same thing. So lots of opportunities with the QR code. Now, I mentioned tracking earlier, activity tracking. There's an analytics tab down here. So if you go over here to the right where it says activity and you click type, then you'll be able to drill down on the activity that's going on. You can get the information on all of it, or you can do specifically video watches or whatever you want the most. Every Dubb video, excuse me, that you save into the platform, you have the ability to edit. So we have a basic editing tab right down here. So you can click the editing tab, and then when you come down here, you can play the video back. Hi, this is Rob from Dubb. And if you want to cut something out, you can drag the timeline. You can see it right down here to the bottom left. See how I'm moving it from left to right and it's moving things around? You can hit the play button or you can drag it like this. If I want to cut something out, all you have to do is play it or bring it to your first cut point. Hit the scissor icon. It's right over here to the right. Splits the clip in two. See how it's in two pieces now? And then I can play it or I can drag it to the second cut point. Scissor icon again. And now you've got three pieces. Whatever you want to get rid of, just make sure that's the one that is highlighted in orange. Hit the trash can and it will be deleted. And if you want to bring it back, just hit the undo button as many times as you cut. So if you cut three times, hit undo three times and it'll bring you back to where you were. Now, you recorded this video, you have it on a landing page. How do you do a simple send? So inside an email, you're going to open up a compose, and right here, best practice, you always want to have the word video right in the subject line. First thing someone reads. Then you want to have your 3 to 5 word hook that we talked about in the beginning. Then you want to have a little bit of text, and then you're going to drop the video in. To drop in and do a simple send, you're going to go right back inside the platform, and there is a giant blue share and send button right over here to the right. Select that there, drop the email in of the person you're sending it to, click that copy for email button, and then all do is just come right back over here and paste. And it's a simple copy and paste, and you can send it just like that. Now, if you do have Gmail like we have here, or you do have Outlook 365, there is a shortcut available. So in Outlook 365, there's a little Dubb button in add-ins, and in Gmail, you can see the little Dubb button right down here at the bottom. The reason that is there is because we have the Dubb Chrome extension screen recorder right up here at the top, pinned, that we're going to look at in a second. But when you have that, you have the ability to click that button down there in the email, and when it does, it's going to open up your camera. And you can record a video right now, right inside the email body and drop it right in, right from here if you want to do that. You also can scroll through the Chrome extension, see me scrolling through to the bottom right, see me going through my videos. And then if I find the one I want, I can just click insert. It's going to pop it right in and you're able to send it. So two really convenient ways to send a video, either directly from the platform with copy and paste or with a shortcut with Gmail and Outlook 365 when you have the Dubb Chrome extension. Speaking of the Dubb Chrome extension, the example that we looked at earlier, this one right here, browser-based screen recording. Anything within your browser that you want to be on top of in a bubble, walking someone through something, that is the Dubb Chrome extension. All you have to do is Google Dubb Chrome extension, three-step process to get it pinned right up here in the browser, and you're able to put yourself on top of anything in terms of what you want to show. So if I was going to be, just as an example right here, what if I'm in the Dubb dashboard and I want to point things out? You can do LinkedIn outreach. You can do anything in your browser. So if I was in here, I'm going to hit the Dubb Chrome extension here. It's going to open up and it's going to put me right on the page, just like this. Now, when you're on any page within the browser, you want to think about a couple things. You want to think about the size of your webcam. I can drag the size like this. So you don't want to go too big because you might as well just do a webcam if it's going to block everything. So I'd be probably right in here. Then you want to think about the shape that you're in. So, do I want to be a circle, square? I would try to match the feel of the page that you're on. So I'm going to keep myself kind of in a little square right here because I kind of like that feeling. I'm going to make my size probably about here because this is a little angular. Maybe I'll put myself right up here at the top in the middle of the dashboard. And then I can move myself in closer like this. I can move myself around in here for a better frame, which is pretty great in terms of framing. And then if I want to, I do have the choice where I could go right over here and I could turn my camera off. So I could just do an audio walkthrough of whatever I'm showing in my browser. I don't have to be on camera. But if I am on camera, I do have the ability to put a virtual background behind me. So if you select virtual background, it'll put a virtual background inside the box of the circle. And then you can also use your headshot if you want to use your headshot. So there are a lot of choices in terms of what you can visually convey within the webcam here. Now, the last part of it is you want to think about is how am I going to present all of this? Well, an annotation tool is really awesome for presenting. We can point things out. So we're going to keep the annotation tool right over here. Teleprompter, right? We just saw a teleprompter with the webcam. You have that with the Chrome. So right over here, you can open up the teleprompter. This one is slightly different because this one you can manipulate the sides like this and you can physically move this around wherever you want to move it around to. You can control the speed, the scroll speed. You can zoom in on the text. All the same functionality as the webcam. The difference here is you can just move this one around the page wherever you want it. Okay, now as far as the ways to record, right over here, you have three orientations. If I click on camera, it's going to open up like a webcam. If I go tab, it's going to be only the tab that I'm on. So you won't see any of my tab mess at the top. It will only be this page. And if I select screen over here, it's going to get my entire screen. I would only do this if I want to bounce around to different tabs that I have open, and the square will bounce over to those different tabs. So for this example, I'm going to go tab right here, and I'm going to hit record right now. So I'm going to hit the record button, blue button all the way to the right. I'm going to bring my hook in that we talked about before, hit start recording. I'm going to choose my tab. There you go. I'm going to click share, and here we go. Hey, this is Rob with Dubb. I want to talk to you a little bit about the Dubb dashboard here and why it is so important and how it's going to increase your sales. So all right, I did my little thing there, the hook. Now, if I want to, when I'm explaining something, I can jump to full screen and make a point about something and then go back to the page. So to jump to full screen, it's a cool way to break the visual, make the point you want to make, and then go back if something's really important. So to do that, you can hover your mouse over the square, double click it, it will bring you to full screen, double click the screen to go back. You also can hover over this little square button right here. This will extend it, and then you can hit that same button down the bottom, and then I'll bring you back. You can scroll around. You can be very free flowing. Whatever your natural inclination is, just do it. You also can hit the pause button right down here at the bottom. So if you want to stop the recording and take a break, all you have to do is take a pause, put yourself in your next spot, and then hit that same button below to resume the recording. The annotation tools right over here, use the arrows to point things out. You can do some text on screen, all kinds of stuff you can do with the annotations. You can do circles, you can do underlines. You can put things in numerical order of importance if you want to. So all of it, it gives the ability to really flesh things out visually for the person that you're showing this to. So any industry that you're in, if you want to be on top of anything in the browser, whether it's reaching out on LinkedIn, whether it's on a site here, whatever you want to do, this is a nice controlled way to walk someone through visually. So I'm going to hit the check mark like we did before. Check mark is going to save this video into the Dubb platform, right to the video edit page where we were at before. Now, the other screen recorder that you can do is the Dubb desktop app. So the Chrome extension, browser-based that we just saw, but the Dubb desktop app can go on top of anything. So to get the Dubb desktop app, you're going to Google Dubb desktop app, download it from Mac or PC. When you do, you're going to see a little Dubb symbol at the top of the bottom on your computer. You're going to see the functionality that I'm scrolling over right now, or you can select View Quick Menu. If you select View Quick Menu, it's going to pop open like this, and you'll see the functionality right here. We're going to look at recording screen because we're going to compare and contrast to the Chrome. Click it here, and it opens up. Now, same as the Chrome, you can do all the same stuff with the webcam. I'll pop myself into a square so we can see it like that. But all the same functionality we just looked at, you have it here with the Chrome. The annotation tool, same as the Chrome that you have with the desktop. The teleprompter is a little bit different. So it's similar to the Chrome where we can move this around our page, but it is different in this regard. So when you open this up, the first option that you're going to have over here is auto track. Auto track means voice recognition. So if I wanted to hit record with this script and just start reading it at my pace, it's going to go at my pace. Now, if I don't want to do that, and I like having the scroll speed like you saw before with the webcam and the Chrome, you can do that. Just tap that closed, and now you'll notice that I'm scrolling up and down and controlling my speed. You can hit the play button, see if you like the speed. Same thing, back the text off or zoom it in. So you have a choice between auto scroll and auto track. So it's a nice choice to make in terms of having that as an option. Now, as far as the recording the screen itself, the borders of what I'm recording, see this red slash right here at the bottom in this square? If that red slash is on and I hit record, I'm going to get my whole computer screen. If I get rid of the red slash just by tapping on it, now I have a different drop down and borders of what I can record. So notice it says it's on landscape right now. That's the proper orientation for YouTube. So whatever is between these blue lines is going to be part of the recording. So I can put it on top of anything that I want. I also can change it to custom. Now, if I change it to custom, now I have the ability to crop around anything I want to crop around. So real flexibility in terms of what you want to be able to show. You also have the ability to do portrait. So if you want to do a social media video right from your desktop, you have the ability to be able to do that just like this. Now, in terms of the recording itself, this is what this would look like. So I'm going to hit the record button right over here, hit record, 3, 2, 1, and now I am recording. I can pause and resume that you see right down here at the bottom, pause and resume. But the difference here is the check mark. So what we saw with the webcam and the Chrome, when you hit the check mark, it saved it into Dubb. That's not going to happen with the desktop app. So when I hit the check mark here, it's going to open up a preview window, and here is the clip that I've just recorded. So the desktop app is a clip recorder. The cool thing about clip recording is you can drag and drop videos from your computer and pop them right in here if you have the MP4 file. And then when you have your clips, we're going to merge them together into one video, and then we're going to save it into the Dubb platform. So what I just recorded here was a screen recording clip. So how do I continue moving now? I got one clip. How do I keep going? Down at the bottom left, there are three creative choices to choose from, the icons. The one all the way to the left says record screen video. That's what I just did. So if I want to record another clip in that style, just tap that button there. It's going to bring me back to where I was. I could have swapped out my background. I'm going to hit record below, and now I'm recording a second clip in the same style that I did the first one. I'm going to hit the check mark below again, and there is the second clip that I have now recorded. So I got two clips in there. And I can move these clips around. I can drag them from left to right. So I can change the order whenever I want. I can hit the three dot menu, download or delete each individual clip. Now, the next icon down to the bottom left is going to be your webcam icon. So if I select that one there, it's going to open up my webcam. I'm going to hit record. And now I can say, welcome to this video, or thanks for watching this video, or listen, I want to make a super important point about something. Hit the check mark, and you have another clip that is visually different than the one you did before. The last option down to the bottom left is going to be Dubb Narrator. Dubb Narrator gives you the ability to go in your video library, grab a video that you've already recorded, put it inside of a bubble or a square or whatever shape you want, and put it on top of anything you want on your computer. So the pre-recorded version of you is going to do all the work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select Narrator down here. It's going to bring me into my video library. I'm going to select the video that I want. There it is. I'm going to change my shape to square. And then I'm going to hit record. And now the pre-recorded version of me is going to do all the work. Hi, this is Rob from Dubb. We are the sales operating system. We use it. And all I have to do is annotate, do my thing, whatever I want. Now we have our clips over here. So now we want to merge them together and save them into Dubb. So merge them into one video. There are two options. Down to the bottom right, you're going to see an upload button. If I hit that upload button, it's going to merge it all together and save it into the platform. If I click the edit button to the right, it's going to merge the clips together, but now I have a fully functioning editor right here that we saw inside of Dubb earlier. You have the ability to do that right here. You also have a little button over here called Smart Cut. So if you want to get rid of the silences in there, you can get rid of those. If you want to download the MP4 right now, you could download the MP4. And if you want to save the video into the Dubb platform, it is going to be the blue upload button right over there, and you'll be able to save it into the platform. Now, the last kind of way that we're going to record here is going to be with the Dubb mobile app. So if you do not have the Dubb mobile app, it's D-U-B-B-A-P-P, Dubb app. And when you have it, it's a clip recorder just like the desktop app. So it's pretty cool. So very similar. You can record in clips on the mobile app, and you also can do some other stuff as well. So I'm going to share my screen here, show you how to record a quick little video here. And this is going to be what this looks like. Okay, so here is the Dubb mobile app. Here is the home area. Here is the video library right in the middle. To record, just hit the blue button at the bottom, blue camera button right in the middle. Hit that there. It's going to open up. And when you're first using this Dubb mobile app, you will be defaulted for 1 minute of recording time. I always have mine over on 10 minutes. It's sticky. Once you slide it to 10, anytime you open up the app, it's going to be on 10 minutes. Unless you want something specific down here. I'm going to tap the circle down at the bottom, and that's going to help me to start recording. Timer is in my eyeline. I have another timer on the button. I can pause and resume the recording right over here. And to end the recording, just tap the circle again, and there is the clip. Just like the desktop app, clip. So now this has been automatically downloaded to my phone. So I have it in my photo video area if I do need it for later. I'm going to tap one more time on the circle at the bottom, and now I'm recording another clip. There's my second clip. And you can move these around just like the desktop app, except I can take my finger here, grab one, slide it. So I can change the order. I don't have to record chronologically. And if I tap a clip individually, this is where, excuse me, I can trim, I can delete, I can download. And if I select edit, this is where I can do some stuff here, just like this. See the scissor icon over to the right, the very top icon, scissor to the right? That's called auto cut. So if you are recording a video and you don't want the silences in between when you say something and you want it to go right to when you say something next, if you select auto cut, it's going to cut all the silences out. So it's a quicker version of what you're saying. There's no gaps if you want to do that. There's also a music icon to the right. When you select the music icon, this is a whole library of royalty-free music that we have that you can add. Just make sure you play it back to make sure the music doesn't overwhelm your voice. And then if you want to do text on the screen, it's the text icon to the right. So when you select it here, this is what we talked about in the beginning. This is going to be for your hook. Remember how we showed that in the beginning with the mobile app? Type your hook here, and then you can change it at the bottom, font size, color, shape, whatever you want, place it wherever you want on the screen, and then you're able to have that hook on the screen. If you want to do a voiceover, all you have to do is tap the microphone icon to the right, and then you can record your voiceover. Just make sure you adjust the original audio if you want a little bit of it playing in your voice over the top, whatever you want creatively, you can do that right there. There's also a timer icon to the right. So when you select timer icon, if you have this kind of fun action clip that you have, you can speed it all the way up to 10x if you want to do that. And then the last option to the bottom right is your captions. So if you want to burn in your captions to this clip, you can do it here, or you can wait till the end and actually burn them in at the end if you want to do that. Over here to the right, functionality here, if you want to know what they do, just hit the tooltip at the top. Tooltip is going to break down the titles and tell you what their function is. Just a couple of important ones. Countdown timer. It's always a good idea to have one on. This one right here. So you can do 3 or 10 seconds. 3 seconds is pretty cool. It kind of matches everywhere else in Dubb. You get used to the rhythm of it. You can do it longer if you want to. Maybe you have like a longer shot or something like that, or reason to have 10 seconds. To teleprompter, this is one of the best ones that we have. This one right over here to the right. So when you select this one here, just go in here, find the one that you want. It's going to open up here. Now notice that I can adjust my script up and down like this. Now this is cool because if your eyes are not staying at the top where they should be, because you want to be close to the camera when you're reading the script, if they're wandering down here and waiting for the words to flow up, either increase the speed, because this is auto scroll, speed between 1 and 10, or just slide the whole script up with the guardrail. That way, when you're reading the script, your eyes are there and there's nothing to look at down here. Now, you also can, if you want to, if you're doing a landscape video, you can just turn your phone physically sideways and the script will adjust right next to the camera. So it has the ability to do vertical and landscape. And again, your speed is here. If you want to edit the script and live time edit, you read something, you're like, I want to change it, hit that pencil icon right over here to the right, and you can make those changes. Now, if you do want to use voice recognition, you don't want to use the scroll speed. I want it to go at my pace in which I read it. That is going to be this button right here, the gear icon. When you select the gear icon, just hit auto track. When you hit auto track, now it would look like this. What if you could close more deals without doing all the heavy lifting? See, I was highlighting the words as I was reading it. That's called auto track. So it's either auto track or it's auto scroll. You have a choice to choose whatever one you want. Now, the picture in picture we talked about in the beginning, right? Using both cameras on the phones, that is the second one from the bottom right. If I select that one right here, it's going to open up my camera. And now when I hit record, I am using both cameras on my phone. I can make myself bigger, smaller, move around, get out of the way, zoom in, whatever I'd like to be able to do. Last one that we showed in the beginning was the virtual background. So take those screenshots on your phone, select the last one, the icon down to the bottom right, put it behind you, and you're able to record just like this. Now, when you're done and you want to merge these clips together like we did with the desktop app, just hit the blue arrow to the top right. That's going to merge all your clips together. You're going to have a finished copy on your phone in the photo video area. And when it's done merging here, you have the ability to upload it into Dubb. So see the blue upload button to the bottom right on the screen? Click the upload button and it saves it into the platform. And then you can access it to wherever you're logged into Dubb. Now, lastly, you can do sending with the mobile app. So see the little area here where you got your videos? Just tap the one that you want. Click the share video button right in the middle. Click copy for email. It'll copy to your clipboard, paste it into the client, copy for SMS, copy it into your text messaging, or you can select the icons to the top right. Block icon is going to be your email, and the paper airplane icon is going to be your SMS. Now, if you are using any kind of third-party sender, like a MailChimp or something like that, or a Constant Contact, or you have a CRM that you really, really like, maybe you've had it for years, you have it because of your job, and you want to keep the workflows that you have in like Lofty or Go High Level, any one of those. We have a really good list of integrations that we have with a lot of different companies. So if you do have your workflows in like those different areas of CRM or senders, we have integrations with a lot of those companies. So you can keep doing what you're doing, just drop videos in. Now, if you want Dubb to do everything for you, you can. You can come right over here in the dashboard and you can click CRM You can upload your contacts with CSV file, task deals tags. You can do bulk sending with Dubb. You can do email and SMS. And you also can do automation if you have our Pro Plus plan. That's where you can do drip sequencing with the email and SMS. Now, I mentioned auto in the beginning. We talked about AIs, right? Educating the AI on what your industry is and asking for those hooks. Auto here can also do content writing if you want, and then save it into scripts and then load it into a teleprompter. It's a nice little smooth motion you can do here with Auto. Auto can also answer questions on Dubb. So if you have questions about Dubb, totally answer those questions. Now, if you have questions for the team on Dubb, you can email support@dubb.com, or you can come right down here at the bottom and hit this little green intercom here and then talk with someone on our team, or you can do a keyword search right in here. So if I put in Dubb mobile app, it's going to give me a video and article on that with some screen grabs as well. If it's outside of Dubb hours or anytime, you can call this number right here, the 310 number. That's going to go to our AI coach, Sophia. Questions about tech, strategy, AI, all of that's available right there. If you want a learning library, right here, watch training videos. This is our showcase page full of videos that are titled and labeled all in order. So if you want to know how to use the platform and go in a very orderly manner, you can do that right here inside of Dubb Academy. If you are part of Pro Plus, then you'll know about this. And if you're not part of Pro Plus and you want to upgrade to Pro Plus, you can have founder coaching once a week with Ruben and Darius. So if you click founder coaching here, Ruben and Darius, who started the company, they are available every Tuesday at 11:30 a.m. PST. They have their own curriculum, their own learning stuff. They have a form you could fill out called Open Mic. So if you want to preempt it with the form fill, they can study it. And then when the session comes about, they're going to spend some time breaking it down for you in terms of what the advice they can give you in and out of the platform. So if you do not have Pro Plus and you want access to Ruben and Darius once a week for the founder coaching, just put upgrade into the chat or email support at upgrade.com and they'll upgrade you right into Pro Plus with the best deal we have. Now, we also have a partner program. So right over here, it says refer and earn. So if you click apply now right here, this is going to create your referral link to share with folks. And if someone subscribes to Dubb, there is a 30% recurring commission on anyone that subscribes to the platform. If it doesn't sunset, it doesn't go away unless we stop getting paid. So that's something that's pretty powerful. If you're paying for Dubb right now, you got a Pro or Pro Plus plan, you get 4 or 5 people at 30% recurring. Next thing you know, you got a free account and you can do well beyond that if you want to do well beyond that. Very supportive of our partners. So you have that all available there. And if you want to come in today at 12:30 p.m. PST, I put the link in the chat earlier. We have our Dubb AI live training sessions every day, 12:30 p.m. PST. I'm going to put this in the chat right now. Dubb.com/TAI is where you can register. And that kind of brings everything together. Because what we just talked about here is the Dubb Studio, the Dubb Sales Studio, how to record. Dubb AI able to do a lot of the stuff after that with the platform as well. So pretty good combination of everything when you really put it all together. Ina, any questions in the chat? How do we do in terms of moving along there with questions and everything as we went?
No, no questions in the chat.
Okay. Anybody have anything on their mind before we head out for the day? Anything from anyone before we move out on this Friday and head into the weekend? Anything on anybody's mind? Going once, going twice, going thrice. All right, everyone. Look, well, thank you so much for coming in. We appreciate it. Ina, thanks for the support as always. And if anybody wants to join us at 12:30 p.m. PST for the live training, the AI that does the doing, dubb.com/TAI. And we will see you there. And this recording itself will be on YouTube, Dubb support on YouTube within the next 4 or 5 hours. Oh, actually, hold on, Felicia. I just noticed this right now. It said you asked a question. Oh, Felicia, let me come over to you. Turn your mic on. Hey, Felicia, I didn't see your question. Go ahead. You can unmute.
Hi, yes. I was wondering if there was a way, like after you take all the clips and videos, if you could like export that entire timeline and edit it somewhere else, like maybe you wanted to do like B-roll and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, you can. You can download the MP4 version of any video in Dubb. So yeah, just download the MP4, drop it into CapCut or wherever you want to do it, make the changes there, and then just upload it back into Dubb.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Any other questions, Felicia? Anything on your mind?
No, I'm gonna try to join the live session later.
Okay, sweet. Yeah, Dubb AI. So if you want to check it out beforehand, ai.dubb.com if you want to check it out.
All right, awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. We'll see you later. Cool, everybody. Well, thanks so much for joining. Happy weekend to everybody else, and we'll see you soon. Bye, everybody.
Bye.